Um, so something that's always kind of, because Chris always ran my ads before, we kind of always had arguments over the way it was done. And Chris really did things by the book, which is really good because sometimes you have to do things by the book at first before you can start playing with things. And you know what I mean? Like it's better just to do what you know works. But a lot of my ads would do really good and then they would just crash. And I was always telling him, I'm like, it's how we're split testing. It's how we're split testing. I don't know why, but it's not working. So one thing that I never really truly understood was with the algorithms, because we work with algorithms now so much, that it didn't make sense to me why we had to wait 24 hours to see if an ad would perform. And I was like, well, if an ad's performing quickly, why not duplicate it while it's going, right? Like gain the momentum. If it has momentum, why not capitalize on that if we're working so much with algorithms? So it's kind of a thought I've always had, but it's standard to run an ad for 24 hours. So I had an ad that was converting at 60 cents per lead. And because I haven't had a good conversion ad, that's the first time it happened. And I was like, okay, it was my good ad that's performed in the past. So I've been trying to get the momentum back for it. And this was kind of my last kick at it. So I got 60 cent leads. So I posted something in one of the chats and he messaged me. So Pete and Bree, they're the ones that are kind of traveling all over the world right now. The couple, you guys will see them. They come up a lot. But anyways, they're really smart. They have a huge team and they work a lot with their team. And he told me what they do. So what they do is, and I will post this, I'll make a document out of it and I'll post it in our little chat, like our Facebook training in our group under Rise Up Lifestyle. So what it basically is when you have an ad that's converting, they say, go into your ads manager and duplicate it right away. Like duplicate. So by 60
Power editor.
What?
Power editor.
Well, it doesn't matter, Chris. Pete and Bree aren't using Power Editor because when you're out of the country, there is no Power Editor. So Ads Manager, whatever. But Pete and Bree aren't using Power Editor. So that's, I want to try and keep this simple, Chris, because when like a lot of these guys are just kind of running ads. So we'll get into the Power Editor and Ads Manager stuff later. But so anyways, you go into your Ads Manager and then you're going to duplicate. So what I did was I took that ad that was performing at 60 cents per lead and I duplicated it 5 times. Exact same ad, exact same Ace. Exact same ad. I didn't change anything. I just duplicated it 5 times. Well, right away, I got 2, within an hour of me duplicating it 5 times, I got 2 comments and 2 more leads. So that's really good. So then I took it, and so that was about, I'd say 12 hours later, but they said all their team is getting 50% leads. So what they do is they're like, if an ad's converting right away, there's a chance that another one's going to pick up down the line. But after 12 hours even, instead of waiting the full 24, if you have 5 ads going, instead of waiting and spending that $5, you can shut 2 ads off, save $5, and put it into one that you already know is working. Does that make sense to you guys? So you just basically keep duplicating instead of waiting that 24 hours to be like, okay, well, that one didn't work and that one didn't work. Because I don't think we've ever seen an ad kind of blow up like 20 hours later. It's like you can kind of see what the ads are doing like pretty quick. And again, this is not what we're taught. This is just what I've been testing, and it's actually working. So what I did is I duplicated it, duplicate. Then 12 hours later, I looked again, and any ones that didn't convert that were over $2, actually, I shut off. And then I kept doing that. So I'm continuously doing that right now, and I'm getting like under $1 leads, which is really good, right? And then as soon as like you just turn them off. So I'm going to show you guys. Hold on a second. The dog and the kid are fighting, actually. Don't give that to Wilbur. Wilbur, out. Okay. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. Okay, bye. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So it gets a little bit easier for you guys to kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is Power Editor, which this is what Chris was talking about, the difference between Power Editor and Ads Manager. Chris uses Power Ads Editor. He's told to use it. Ads Manager, some people use. I don't want to get into that right now. We can talk about that another time. But I'm just going to go in here quick. Okay, so this is my Ads Manager. Now, if you guys haven't customized your columns already, I do recommend that. You can go in here. I have a preset conversion video preset because I'm running conversion ads. So I want to know about cost per. Only thing I want basically is over here. Cost per comment and cost per website lead. So this cost per comment is ad right now, but the thing is my comments are technically, to me, I look at them as leads because I'm running post engagement, or I'm not running post engagement. So the only time that this would matter is if this was a post engagement ad. It's not, it's a conversion ad. So these website leads, this tells me what my leads are. What's my cost per lead? There they are. Okay. So here they are right here. So you can see like right here. So these ones with nothing on them, I just turned those on not very long ago, and it looks like I'm going to be turning a lot of them off. But these numbers right here, so cost per website lead. So last night, like over the last 24 hours, I've got like 15 leads. So this is what you're looking for right here. This cost per website conversion, to be honest, I don't know what that even is specifically. I wanted to ask someone because there was a time when cost per website lead wasn't working and we were looking at this number. But for now, I'm just looking at cost per website lead, okay? So, and then cost per, basically what I do is if an ad is at $3 and it has 2 comments, I just consider that it's actually less because it's actually got a lot of, and you guys will find this, that see these 3 right here, they have comments. So the comments don't really count, but the website leads over here. So you'll find that usually one ad will have both. So basically what I would do is this one is converting really well. It's $1.10, right? So when did I turn this one on? Probably in about 2 hours. I'm going to turn anyone that's not going off, and I'm going to scale this one 5 to 10 more times. So does that make sense to you guys? I'm going to take this exact ad and I'm going to duplicate it 5 to 10 times, depending on how much money I want to spend. Because I'm getting $1.10 per, that's a good number. Like a buck. Anything under, they say anything under 5, keep it going. So it just depends. I'm testing this right now to see if I can get under $1 leads. So this is just me being like kind of aggressive. But technically I could take 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take 5 of these ads and I could scale them each. Like however many times, I could duplicate all these ads if I wanted to, and I'm probably going to get what I already have. That's something I could do, but what I want to do, and I might do that too actually, I might duplicate all these a couple times and then duplicate this $1.10 one 5 times so that I have like, sometimes I'll run like 10 ads in a day just to see if I can find a really good one. But if you keep, the thing is if you keep doing that, you're going to spend a lot of money, right? You're going to be spending like $40 a day, which adds up really fast. And I know my ad budget for the month now, what I'm willing to spend. So I kind of base it on that. So right now, is there any questions based on what I've just told you? Is there any confusion or any questions? I might have to, hold on one second. I got to put the baby to bed. Hey guys, I'm just gonna put him to bed. I'm gonna be like 5 minutes. So if you guys wanna talk amongst yourselves, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just getting freaking goldfish thrown at me. Right now, would you like these? Would you like these? No? Okay.
You guys are in the thick of it.
Hi. Nice belly. Nice belly.
Shauna, if you don't plug your computer in, it's going to die.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. This is a pear, baby.
Did your little boy just say the A word?
No, he said it's a pear.
Oh, okay.
Here, Ace. Okay. Eat your pear, and we're gonna go night. Let's go. Yes, baby. Your sister's in your bed, okay? I got your dino sissy right here.
Oh, babies. Oh, do you need a new show? No, we're good.
Okay.
Eat your num-nums.
Hello.
What a baby.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's another person. I'm so gonna cornrow her hair.
What's that?
I'm so gonna cornrow her hair. You got pretty hair today. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm gonna make us a really healthy smoothie.
Hell yeah, I want a smoothie.
Oh, I got Oreo and blueberry.
Sounds delicious.
That would be good.
Yeah, oh man. No, he's at work. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, you don't get coffee. Yeah, that's Auntie. What? These are pants? Right up. What is this?
Baby.
I wish there was like a thing on phones that you could like lock the screen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. So you do. So, okay, so we went back to, so does anybody have any questions or anything about what I said?
Oh, can't hear you.
I don't have any questions, no.
There we go.
No?
You know my
Mel,
questions.
is Mel gone? Mel's gone. Weird. What's this? Oh, there's a chat. You need to plug in your laptop. Okay. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing now. So I'm not waiting 24 hours. As soon as I have an ad that's converting quickly, I'm duplicating it. So I ran these ones that I'm going to duplicate. I ran last night at 5. So what I'm probably going to do now is, yeah, about now, it's not quite 24 hours, is I'm going to duplicate. Do you guys want me to show you exactly what I'm going to do? Do you want me to do it right now? Just so you can see it? Or do you guys know how to duplicate? Do you know how to duplicate, Brooke?
Yeah,
You do? Okay. So
I just would never have known to try to do it.
No.
yeah, definitely do it. Like, so where's that one? I had one, this $1.10 one. I'm gonna take this one. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it not letting me duplicate? Oh, there it is. So the thing is I don't really have to, I don't really have to change the names of these because they're all the exact same ads. That's why they all say copy 1, copy 2. Like, they don't say much different, is because they're the exact same ad. I'm just duplicating it. This is just weird because, okay. Sorry, usually it tells me how many times, asks me how many times I want to duplicate it. It's not asking me, but I've done this a few different ways in the last couple days. So I'm not really sure why it's not
What is that? Let's see. Ew.
the exact same way. I'm going to Power Editor. Let's see if it'll let me do it the way I want it to do it. There we go. So this is the one. There we go. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to duplicate it 3 times. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to shut off 3. So that's how I do it. I don't know how you guys do it, but if I'm running a lot of ads, if I'm going to duplicate it 3 times, I'm going to turn off 3 so that I'm not like running like 30 ads and then I'm like, oh no, my ad budget's huge. I'm just going to duplicate this one 3 times. I guess I can do it like that. Okay. So the reason Chris was saying, so Power Editor is faster. So there's like a couple steps you skip in Power Editor. So that's why he likes Power Editor. But now that I did those 3, I'm gonna find 3 I want to turn off. I don't think any of these ones with the lines, oh, it says they're active. They're not doing anything though. If you actually look how much I've spent, oops, that's $71.13. But that also includes this one that I did that I've spent $40 on. That's one that was my original one. And I actually ran that one for longer than I should have. I just didn't turn it off because I was doing $5 a day. But minus that one, just in the last couple days, I'm running like 12 to 15 ads and I'm only spending like 10 to 15 bucks a day because I'm shutting them off, right? So I'm not spending the full $5. So it's just another way of doing it. I want to test it more and keep being aggressive with it and just figuring out if this is a way, because what this one guy I was talking to said, like, by doing this, by constantly just scaling, like duplicating them really quickly, that they're getting, basically the momentum is going fast on them, and then they get more and more leads quicker, right? So kind of the way that I seen this working already is as soon as I duplicate them, I automatically get leads and comments. It's weird. So that's why I think it's playing off the algorithm, which is really good because that's the way ads work. Once they get momentum, then they just keep going. And then you can't stop. Once an ad has momentum, it'll go for like 5 or 6 months. One ad can go for that long. And you can just be making money off one ad like that. So that's the whole point, is if you can get an ad to get momentum, which is kind of what I've been wanting to do. But I don't know why none of these, all these lines are in here. That's odd. These ones aren't doing anything. I'm turning them off, to be honest. See these ones with all the lines in them? 224, 250. Like they're not doing anything. So I might take off. So these ones too. This is how. See how it says 50 to 75K. This is where I was. I'm targeting incomes. And those ones. Yeah. So I'm turning these off. This one. This one. I'll spend $3. Turn that one off. And
be careful, Raina.
Okay. So I just turned a bunch. How many did I turn off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate a couple more and I'll just see how this goes. So this one, I'll duplicate this one.
Thank
Nice.
you. Oh, that's good. Nice.
Oh, interesting. That's a okay. I haven't run US. I'm just running US ads for the first time in a long time. I don't usually run them. I just run Canada, but I wanted to see. Okay, so that's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep testing it. I'm going to see what comes of it. But hopefully, even if I can get under $2 leads, then that's better. So that 18 leads, I got that in like 4 days, which is pretty good. Like for a lead, right? It's not amazing. I know some people that are doing like 30 leads a day. That's when you have an ad that's just like kicking ass. And yeah, basically by the end of the day, if these ones have 0 leads, I'll just turn them all off. That is what I will do. So does that make sense to you guys? Do you guys understand?
Yeah,
what I'm doing?
totally.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try that out today.
I would
Actually,
recommend, yeah, if you have one with good leads, I go duplicate it a couple times, see what it does in 12 hours. And by duplicating, you're doing the exact same thing. You're just making another ad with the exact same ad. So, yeah.
I have this one ad that it was my very first ad that I posted, and it's done the best. But it's a post engagement. I wonder if like I took the picture and the ad copy, made it a conversion, then tried running it as a conversion.
That's exactly what I'm doing. So this ad that I'm running right now,
Yeah,
was a post engagement. Where is it? I'll show it to you. It's my tattoo one. It was a post engagement one, and that's why there's like 600 comments or something on it. So it was a post engagement. What I did, Jesse, because you can't edit anything that's been used as an ad, you can't edit it. So you have to go into your ads manager and delete any ad that you ran with that ad. And then, hold on. And then you can go in and edit it. It's not going to let me edit this one because it's running right now, but you can go to edit. And all I did was I took out the bottom part and I just added in this part.
okay.
That's exactly what I did. Now I'm running it as a conversion app. So I would try that for sure. But then I would also leave the option underneath it just saying, if you want to talk in person, just comment below. You can do both, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing because this ad did so good, and the only reason it stopped working is because we turned it off accidentally. So then I just wanted to try it again. That's why I'm trying to get it to get momentum again. So yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll come back in 12 more hours and I'll shut off anything that's over. Even this one is 333. If that goes up anymore, I'll turn it off. But yeah. So that's what I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah, that's sweet. I want to try that too now.
Rookie, you need to get your ad going or what? I like your ad copy is really good.
Yeah, I do. I just created the event. So I'm trying to figure out, because creating an event and creating an ad, I mean, like I can boost the event, but then I can't get to the ad manager, and
You can't run it the same. It either has to drive traffic to your website, or you have to put post engagement. So put something at the bottom that says type yes and I'll send you the event info, right? And then you can just send them the event info. But you could do both. You could boost the event, but
okay.
you probably do a post engagement and then, because it's gonna be hard for you to track your leads, because I don't know where the pixel goes in your website, and you kind of want this automatic. So I would just put type yes below and I'll send you the event information, and then you can invite them that way. That's what I would do.
Okay. So get a graphic, put the ad copy, create the ad, install the pixel.
Don't install the pixel. You're not going to be able to, unless you know how to do that. Do you want to put the pixel on your website?
My site has that.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you need to use Facebook's pixel, because Facebook doesn't know what your pixel is.
My site, like the platform I use, they have it where you just cut and paste it.
Oh, okay. So you can put up the pixel from your pixel in there. Okay, then you can do a conversion. You can do a conversion and just send them straight to the checkout.
I get so nervous with conversion because it starts asking me all these questions I don't know the answers to.
Like what? Like what do you mean?
I can't remember. It's been so long since I tried to do it. It's like whenever you try to choose between the two, what you're looking for, like it's almost like it populates two things that it's wanting you to select.
Okay, hold on a second.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. That's why I'm going to show my screen with you.
Okay.
So when why do I have so much stuff open here? What is going on? Okay, I don't want this one. I want that one. Stuff here. There it is. Okay. So when you go, technology does not like me today. Be honest about that. My entire just disappeared. That's weird. Okay, that's fine. So if you want to go, so if you're making an ad, Peppa Pig.
You know it.
That all day. Okay, create campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, should I go into my right account? When you go to create campaign, you go to conversions over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you scroll down. And you make it say something. Yoga Brooke. I won't save this clip. So I'm going to call it. So down here, you go to lead, right? Or website, because that's what you're tracking. Conversion, lead. Then do you have a saved audience?
Uh-huh. I do, but I read somewhere that you shouldn't limit people. Like you can exclude people like yoga, teachers and stuff like that. That's a good thing to do. But I read somewhere that you want all demographics, all areas. So to narrow that scope was not a good
but
thing.
you don't really though, Brooke, because not everybody like does yoga, right? So
Yeah.
you also know that people under the age of 20 generally aren't going to have money to do yoga teacher training. So don't waste your money on that. Like, know your demographics. So I'm really broad. Like when I do mine is Canada, women 25 to 35, and that's it. So it's not like I'm limiting, but you do also, you don't want women over 40 to see, like you want to exclude 40 and above, right? Because those people, yeah, there might be the odd one that's going to want to take it, but whatever your market is, you know who you attract. But I would say exclude anybody under 20, 21, because they're not going to have the money. And I would say exclude anybody over the age of 50 or 45 or whatever, right? Because then you're just not paying as much for no reason. And then exclude yoga teachers, stuff like that. But I would say, that's all you have to do. You don't have to go crazy about it. And also, like for me, like I don't know, I exclude certain states because like I just know where my people aren't, basically. So just
how do you know?
Because of the ads I've run in the past.
I'm just
North Carolina is one of the poorest states, and like anywhere down deep, far south, like there's not a lot of people with a lot of money down in there. So and it's just lots of that. We're in two totally different worlds. So I don't do anybody like far deep south, like Louisiana, Kentucky. I don't do any of those states. I do Florida, Texas, California, Utah, Montana. I do any and it's not based on what I just came up with. It's based on when I was running ads, I could see which provinces, nobody from those provinces were hitting on my ads. So I started with all of the states, and then I just noticed like certain states just were a waste of my money. So then I just took those states out, right? New York has always been a good state for me. So I always target New York. But that's just based on like experience, right? And that's why when we talk about like having a saved audience, this is like I know 28, 29 years old is actually like my highest like age group that engages with anything that I do. That's where it doesn't mean that that's all of them. That's why I don't do just that age, but I know that that's like my sweet spot basically. So
cool.
Yeah. Okay. So then whatever you can do that. And then you edit placements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So get rid of everything in here but feeds. You could even do Instagram if you wanted to.
Instagram's actually been a really big boost now that they are connected to Facebook. I mean, I'm getting I've never had over 100 likes on a photo unless it was, like me and my husband or something. And with the ads, I'm noticing that all of them are getting well above 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good if you have it. Instagram. Someone's doing Instagram training for us next Monday on next. They're doing an Instagram training and they've never done one before. So I'm interested to see what they say about that. That'd be a good one. And then I personally only do mobile devices.
Why?
Because I know from what I've seen that over 95% of people looking at my stuff are on a mobile device. So I'm just not wasting my money on that small percentage that's on a computer. It's just optimizing, right? And then I set this to mine to 5, and then you always switch this to 1-day click.
Okay.
So you guys know what that means, right?
No.
Okay, so if they click on your ad, it won't show up again for a day. But if they click on it, because sometimes what happens is someone clicks on it and then they get sidetracked. So you you don't want to like just think that they're not interested. They might just have gotten sidetracked. So after a day, it'll show up again on their feed.
Yeah.
So that I do 1 day click.
Okay.
And this one is a view. So this is for if someone even looks at your ad, it won't show up again for a day, which you don't really want that either. Because again, people get sidetracked, and if they're looking at it and go away, and then they're going to be like, where'd that go? And then they're not going to find it again. So yeah, that's that. And then when you go to continue, use existing post, or you can create a new post. You're probably going to create a new one, right, Brooke?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to use your photo of the mountaintop yoga class.
Yeah, for sure. You can use any of those. Go on my Facebook. Go on my Facebook and just download whichever one you want. There's a bunch on there. Yeah, I was. Did I tell you to do that? Because I actually meant to tell you to use one of those because they're.
You said you could use one of my photos if you want.
Oh yeah, that's which one.
My wheels have been turning.
Yeah, well, well, it goes good with your what you're trying to, like, your wording. Yeah. As soon as I was seeing the inner warrior, I was like, oh, that would be a perfect picture for that. So I would do that. Yeah. And so then when you're making your own, use existing posts. Or whoops, no, sorry. Then you would do single image. I don't usually do dark posts, so what's going on here?
So if that weird conversion thing pops up again, I'll zoom you and share my screen.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make it and see, because I can't remember exactly. It's literally been since that one night that you had that one webinar a few weeks ago that I was trying to play with it, and it was freaking me out so bad. I just never tried it again.
Yeah, just let me know. I don't want you to know what you're talking about. So
okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna close that.
I'm just gonna go and pull my little pixel thingy and make sure I can still load that into my site.